Thought it.
Yeah, no Spider-Man PS4.
It's streaming right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yay, hey everybody! It's Evan here.
It hasn't started just yet, dude. It's still.
Oh.
It's loading. It's loading. It's gotta load.
Because it says I have a notification on my laptop. It says the Spidey Squad is live.
Yeah, no, I got the notification too. I'm actually.
So, are we live or what's going on?
Dino Thunder's in the chat.
Because I can improvise like right off the bat. That's so I was like, oh hey everybody.
Wait,
Right,
why does it say we're playing Marvel Heroes?
Are you messing with me,
What?
Austin? Are we actually live right?
Yeah, we're actually live.
Yeah, we are here.
So are we just waiting for people, or should I just go, or?
Go for it.
All right. Anyways, okay. So for those of you, or you're watching this again once it's finished uploading, hi, it's Evan and all the other Spidey Squad members here. There's quite a few. We are missing, sadly, legit MHX and Spidey Bugle, but we did get a lot of people, and this is the biggest I think we've had so far. The Spidey Squad, a lot of the members for 2018. Year of the Spider guys is finally here, and of course we have Spidey Stretch, Demetrius, Spidey Skater Boy, Spidey Fan for the win, Vigilante Spider, and Sully, and we're all here, and it's just awesome that we're in 2018. And yeah, this video is just really awesome. We're going to be talking about things in regards to Marvel, Spider-Man, and just things that we're excited for this year. And first, though, we are mainly going to talk about the really cool updates that we have in store for you guys about our channel and just what we are planning to do in the coming days, weeks, months. We are just really excited because we have a lot of cool things planned, and the Spidey Squad members here have a lot of awesome things to say, so I'll let them talk about what we have in store for you guys, because I think you all are going to really, really enjoy it.
But hello to everyone in the chat. I'm looking at the chat now. There's Marvel, DC.
Ooh, let me jump in this chat.
Yeah, let me jump in this chat.
Yeah, okay.
I gotta do that too.
We'll monitor the chat too.
We're all
Make sure everything stays respectful.
We're all honors, guys. That's how good we are.
Why does it say we're playing Marvel versus Heroes Fencing?
I have no idea, because I put Sprout.
Oh, whoa! Hi, everybody. There's a lot of people here. Hi, guys.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here. So updates for Spider Squad channel. We are planning on more videos. Like that's what we're saying.
Actually, kind of, say what we plan on doing. I know for a fact that one thing that we do want to get started on rather soon, actually, is game reviews. Obviously Spider-Man games, but I don't know about these guys. But I personally would not mind doing reviews on other games sometime in the future. Obviously not now, but later on. I think we're still doing commentaries. I don't know about that. Are we still doing commentaries?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Are we still going to be doing the comic retrospectives? Like, are we still going to work on that, or?
Yeah, it's a idea that's developing.
Yeah, we'll definitely get into that.
Yeah.
I know.
I love how we're still figuring it out as we go. Don't worry, guys. We're professional at this.
Yeah, we are all professionals.
I know. I definitely remember like Evan telling me how people wanted us to, talk about, like other comic news and like Avengers: Infinity War and the Miles Morales movie. I'm pretty sure, whenever there's enough people, we'll sit down and do like a little podcast about that or something.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, there's one thing I do want to know in the chat. So you guys in the chat, we want to know what type of videos do you want to see on the Spider Squad channel? Do you guys want to see like Spider Squad plays where all of us at the Spider Squad play a video game together and we upload like funny moments and whatever? Or do you want to see like more reviews? Like give us your ideas. So make sure to write that in the chat.
Yeah,
so
and like
we'll love to see your ideas.
Yeah, that's a great suggestion, Vigilante Spider. And another shout out to someone who's been on the Spidey Squad, like on a video I did where a bunch of people and we talked about possible Peter Parker gameplay. It's Ben Rawson, and he's a really awesome guy. And he actually suggested something like where, say for example, Spider-Man PS4 releases, we all have the game. It's in our hands. We're ready to play it. And he suggested what we could do. Say, for example, that the game has races. There's a race where you have to parkour across the city on rooftops or something like that. So we could all do that race, record ourselves doing that race, and then upload it on the Spy Squad channel and try and beat each other's times or something like that. Or we'll do that on Twitter as well. Like we'll post like, "Can you beat our time? Check it out on this one part of the race of Spider-Man PS4." I think that'd be fun, and it'd be a really cool way to interact with you guys. And yeah, just like with Spidey Skater Boy, with what he said about the year of the spider, the 3 things that we are gonna slightly talk about in this video, but we're gonna mainly do a big separate video for each of them later on. But right now we'll give our thoughts on certain videos and certain things about Year of the Spider. So is Infinity War, of course, Avengers Infinity War. We're all very excited for that. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the animated Miles Morales movie, which is awesome. We are super hyped for that movie. It looks crazy cool. And also the Venom movie with Tom Hardy. I'm personally very excited for it. I know a lot of everyone they have mixed opinions on it. We'll
Some mixed feelings for that one, definitely.
Very mixed feelings on that one. But we're just very excited. We're just so just incredibly honored that you guys are still here watching us.
What was that?
Just really happy that you guys are enjoying what we put out. And since when we started in 2016 and where we are now, it's just all because of you guys. So thank you so much. And yeah, with like what everyone else was saying is that we have lots of things in store: comic reviews, game reviews. We're gonna do more of the Thwip Theater, what we saw in the beginning of our channel, where we did the kind of like look back at the first 2 Spectacular Spider-Man episodes. So we'll do that for Marvel Spider-Man, the newer Spider-Man show, and also the.
No, we're not. We're not doing that.
Good. Stop it. Good.
Yes,
I mean, like the other cartoons, of course, the better cartoons.
Yeah.
So definitely just.
Yeah.
Maybe Marvel Spider-Man, we don't know. But yeah, just definitely stay tuned.
Well, everyone
Josh
in the
doesn't
chat,
want us to do it.
well, everyone in the chat likes the idea of a Spider Squad plays. Everyone likes the idea of that.
Yeah.
So, if so, what type of games would you like to see? Like, would you guys like Fortnite?
Yeah, like Vigilante Spider and I and Demetrius.
Everybody in the chat, vote for Spider-Man 2 races with like the pizza thing. Who can deliver pizzas faster? Do it. Come on.
Yes.
Wow.
Who can deliver the
and
fastest
talking
pizzas?
about Spider-Man 2, the PC version, clearly.
Stop. Stop.
Peter Parker says, isn't Thwip a show on Marvel? Yes, that's the Thwip the big Marvel show. We just kind of did our own thing. That Thwip Theater is where we are doing like commentaries. Pizza Run Baby. This is Thwip Theater is where we do commentaries on Spider-Man cartoons or Spider-Man movies or maybe something else. Maybe it might not be Spider-Man related, but you'll have to stay tuned for that because it'll be exciting when we watch other things. But yeah, it's just that just pertains to that when we're all together watching something and talking.
And also expect webheads in the upcoming months. There's going to be something that sadly we can't announce right now, but there's something that I think is going to bring the community a lot closer.
No, I'll just tell you right now. I'll just tell you right now. If a sex tape with Vigilante, Michael, and
Come on, man.
What?
Come on, man. Dude.
You gotta keep it PG, man.
Every single time, he's like, I'm just gonna.
That's what you guys got to expect when Spidey Skater Boy's in here, guys.
Yeah,
in the chat, you guys just know Spidey Skater Boy's is the hardcore one.
Don't let me out there. I don't like you guys aren't like this.
Either way, guys. No, but either way, we do have something installed that we've been working on for a couple months that we are really excited for you to see. But unfortunately, we're not allowed to talk about it right now. But there's just a little hint for you guys.
It's another very exciting thing coming in 2018.
Yeah, expect a lot of things from us in 2018 because obviously this is the year of Spider, so obviously Spider-Man PS was finally coming out.
Expect it for 2018, only for it to get delayed until 2019.
No!
It won't happen.
You're gonna make him a lot upset. No.
Oh no, I was talking about that thing he was talking about.
Oh, we're
not the game.
Oh, okay, good. Phew, I thought you meant
y'all
PS4.
tell them, Vigilante, me and you and Austin. Oh, Evan knows about it, but we haven't. Well, we're gonna create something.
Oh yeah, we got that little secret
that little
thing
thing
too.
going on.
Oh yeah.
Hey, it's a really good teaser. You're just calling them little things and whatnot.
Yep.
No, we got. So basically, we got 2 things coming out. We got 2 things coming out, which I think will bring the community a lot closer. will make the community a very unique community. I think.
Wait, what are you talking about? DM?
You
Yeah,
don't-
I'm confused.
Probably not.
Oh my God,
we still
Josh.
need our perfect.
You're ruining the
Yeah.
flow, Josh.
Yeah.
But thing number one.
Sorry, dude. Hit me up on Tinder real quick. I need to know.
Oh boy.
Okay, but actually,
Oh no.
But anyways, in the chat, I want you guys to ask us some questions, and we can actually do like a live, kind of like a live Q&A. if you want.
Yeah. So this
Yeah.
is So to kind of like kind of reiterate. So we're gonna do 4 little things in this video. So we just update you guys on what's coming for the Spidey Squad channel. For those of you who are just tuning in, hi. It's Evan and everyone else in the Spidey Squad. We're just talking about really cool things
We're just
about the
everyone
Spidey
else.
Squad
Yeah.
YouTube channel and just the Year of the Spider 2018. We're all very excited about this year. So we just updated you guys about what's going on in the channel and what we are going to do in the coming weeks, months, etc. So now, like what Vigilante Spider just said, type in the chat below any questions you guys have about the channel. What would you guys like to see us do on the channel? It doesn't have to be anything related. We could be reviewing a certain thing. Maybe, again, it doesn't have to be Spider-Man related. To a cartoon or a movie. It could be comic books. It could be a game. Even a game that isn't even comic book related. Like, again, like Vigilante Spider and myself and Demetrius, we all love Assassin's Creed. We just got Assassin's Creed Origins. Or I just got Assassin's Creed Origins. It's awesome. So yeah, just in the chat, if you guys have any questions. Then we're gonna move on to we're gonna discuss Infinity War because a lot of you guys wanted us to discuss Infinity War, and we're gonna kind of give briefly about our thoughts about, and then move on to other things.
Hold on.
How's
Wait,
everyone's
hold on.
days going?
Hold on, wait. First of all, Peter Parker.
Dark as hell. There you go.
2019 Year of the Pizza. I love that comment. Second, Evan, you're kind of fucked up just saying Evan Falarka and the rest of the Spidey Squad.
No,
Like, we
I didn't
don't
mean
got
that.
What?
I didn't.
Again, the
Aw.
flow is just gone.
Not. Oh boy.
Rated.
That's not what he meant.
This is not.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, my apologies. If
It's not like he's levitating above us like some god
No.
or anything.
From what Spidey's gonna voice what he was saying.
And yeah. By the
So
way,
wait,
guys,
so-
to demonetization.
To
anyways,
redeem
guys,
myself.
we're doing this live, so
It's me, Evan Fleck. We also have Spidey Stretch, Demetrius, Spidey Skater Boy, Spidey Fan for the win.
Hello.
Solely. We are not having Spidey Bugle or legit MHX here because they are busy. Sadly, we will
and
have
same
them
with
on next
and
time.
also with the Talented Game HD, unfortunately.
And Towns Game HD, of course. We love Terry and anyone who
And
just
also
please
Spidey Outcast.
support
as well, my bad.
support Terry as much as you can. Towns Game HD, he's a great guy, and he's
Yeah, he's
having a
not
little bit.
feeling
He's not feeling well right now. We love him to death, but yeah, just give him all the love. Support you.
Before we actually go to you guys' questions, I just got to quickly shout out to Spidey Outcast, a Spider Squad
Mhm.
member, on the Spider Squad series. So be sure to follow him on Twitter at Spidey Outcast. So be sure to do that. Thanks.
Perfect.
He also has a page on Facebook called Read Free, and he posts comic books and stuff like that. Pages on there for people to read. Just saying.
He's
Yeah.
very cool. He's a very
Yeah,
awesome guy. We love him.
Oh, what happened there? Okay, so who wants to read the questions?
Any
Michael, do you want to
questions?
read the
I do
questions?
not
I do.
see any questions so
I
far.
want to read them.
Peter
Let me read
Parker,
'em.
how's everyone's day going? Well, I'm pretty good.
Jesus.
Thanks, Peter.
How's everyone's day here? Sully, how's your day?
It's very late. It's very dark, and I just came back from the store.
Okay,
How are
Dino
you?
Thunder 14. Would Tom Holland's Spider-Man exist in the Venom movie? Probably not.
I don't. Well, have you guys seen those rumors? There's rumors.
Don't know. Sony's insane. He might.
Possibly, like they're saying like Venom is possibly a MCU movie, but I don't know. I don't think they.
I'm pretty sure Kevin Feige would.
That would be a good move. That would no. I'm just saying, if they're gonna make that movie, I mean,
Hey,
they at
Amazing
least have to have
Lucas
the
joined
recipe.
the.
Hello.
Hey,
Lucas.
Amazing
Hey.
Lucas. Yay. Awesome.
Oh, a series. Oh,
Ooh,
what's this
that's a
coming?
good one.
Oh,
Oh, hello.
the series what if we like
Yeah,
discuss maybe
copy and
channel
paste
stuff
that down
like
real
that.
quick.
Oh,
We'll have you on.
Uh,
We'll have you on as a guest, Lucas. We'll have you on.
Yes,
as a guest.
definitely.
yeah, please be on the
That would be
channel, man. That'd
amazing.
be sick. That
That's
would
a
be
great
sick to be on
idea.
the team.
By the way,
Oh, hey.
Lucas.
The little clip I put. Hey, Game 2020 Online. Hey, dude. I hope you enjoyed the shout of the New Year's video. I love your video, dude. That was awesome. Will a Venom movie be? Better be. Because that's the thing. I think so. In kind of getting a bigger discussion. So, Fox did an amazing job with turning Logan into an R-rated movie, and that's why people. Logan is like. They're saying like
Favorite Spider-Man
Logan.
villain, Green Goblin.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're saying like Logan is like the new Dark Knight from Marvel. Like Logan is Marvel's Dark Knight, if that makes sense. So I think if they want to try and do something like that with Venom, obviously it's not going to be on the same level of Dark Knight in terms of dark tone or a really great movie. But I think that if they want to showcase Venom that we've never seen him before, I think they should make it a bit gory. And I don't know if they're allowed to do an R-rated Venom. Hope they are.
Oh no, the Venom movie is
if you're
R-rated.
gonna have Carnage
Okay,
in
then
it, you would
awesome.
think they'd have to make it
no,
R-rated.
then, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
so if it is R-rated, then they definitely should have some gore in there.
Yeah.
Venom's gonna be like a horror movie. Though.
Oh, and wait, before you guys go, sorry, but for those of you who are wondering, those gray,
Lucas.
those
Maybe.
gray CGI busts of Venom are fake, or Sony is
Yes.
claiming that they are not real. So
Yeah,
sadly,
that's not the final
Hey
design.
Evan, a user named Brett Quinn has a question. He says, who else is gonna get you? Okay, I can speak to that because I'm definitely down. I got the Ultimate Edition. Ultimate Edition. I seen the live stream gameplay, and I was very impressed. I wasn't really impressed, but
low
when I
man.
see more gameplay of her, yeah.
Let's have a look at some other questions.
That's
what else
amazing.
is there? From Low
It
Man,
says,
do you guys think Spider? Oh, sorry, Josh, you can go.
Josh has to do
Hold on,
something.
wait. I'm trying to find it.
Damn.
Okay,
You're not
then.
even ready.
Come on,
Interrupting if you're not ready.
Yeah.
Did you guys
that's kidding.
sign up?
We joke
know
here a
that.
lot, guys.
We are very professional.
We are very professional. It's exactly.
No.
It said,
I
Dominic,
think well, we should let them know too. This is our first big live stream. Like before, what we've done is we've recorded
Oh,
it
boy,
and then
can
we
you tell.
upload it. But this is our very
Yeah.
actual live stream that we put
What
together.
the heck?
So huge thanks to Spidey Fan for the win for actually creating this live stream and
Yeah,
doing it for
cheers.
everybody. It's all thanks to him. So thank you, Austin. You're awesome.
Mr. Aziz.
Mr.
There's also-
Aziz. Any other
Yeah,
questions?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Josh, you can do the question now if you want.
all right. Well, there's really only one. There's only like one question that I've seen.
Okay.
Really? Like as I'm scrolling through here, and it says, "Did you guys know that Sony is making Silver and Black?" We try not to know that. We try not to know
Yeah.
anything.
I don't know if those are still like official because at least with the Venom.
No, Silver and Black is still happening. They announced
Yeah.
production date. Yeah,
but
today
it's like,
they announced
at
the
least
production
with
date.
like Venom, we've seen like pictures of Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock. Then I still
Yeah,
even
sitting
though
on a
it's
couch.
official, I know, right? Like I haven't seen anything yet from Silver and Black that's like, oh, it's actually happening. Like I really hope
I'm
if
pretty
you guys know me, I prefer Black Cat / Felicia Hardy over any of other love interests / female friends of Peter / Spider-Man. And I really hope that if they're doing a movie with Black Cat and Silver Sable, that they really cast great people. I was already on board with Felicity Jones being Felicia.
Yeah, true that.
Quote unquote Felicia.
Yeah.
We don't know if it was Felicia Hardy or not, but it was definitely
Why
Black Cat. And Tasm too. I thought she would have done a great job, but sadly Sony and all that, so it's weird. Silver Sable. I've never, because I don't read a lot of comics, so you guys may know more than me. I don't know if Silver Sable and Black Cat have ever teamed up or anything, but I just find it really interesting that they would do a Silver Sable and Black Cat movie instead of just like a solo Silver Sable or a solo Black Cat movie.
True.
But I just really hope that they do a good cast. I hope the story's okay. And I just hope that they do the characters justice. Same thing with
Ooh.
Venom. Like, even though the Venom movie itself may be a bit bad in terms of, the story might be weird with Eddie Brock's wife and all that, and the special effects may be weird, but I just really hope that the characters themselves are portrayed properly.
We have a question from Lowman saying, do you guys think Spider-Man PS4 could get a trailer when God of War comes out? Sony did the same thing with Crash Bandicoot and Horizon Zero Dawn, so could it happen again? It's a good question.
It's always possible,
Yeah, there's always a possibility.
but the question
I think
is,
so.
it could be Sony. Sony could probably want to do it, but then again, Marvel, they have their
Mhm.
particular practices, and they're trying
It's
to
very
take
hard
that
to tell
practice
because
to their
there's so many
games.
cooks in the kitchen and there's so many phases I gotta go through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So much
what
nonsense
I'm,
I gotta go
what's
through just
cool
to
though is that
get for it.
Yeah, but what's cool though is that I've seen like videos, like different videos in the Spidey Squad, And when I see an ad, I sometimes see like one of those 15-second ads for God of War, and they show like the Paris Games Week little demo thing, which was awesome. And then it's like a 15-second ad. You can skip it if you want. And I've seen them recently. It's like, oh, that's cool. But then I think after God of War, the next Sony game that's going to come out is Detroit. Detroit's going to come after God of War because Detroit comes out in spring of 2018. That's the next big PS4 exclusive that comes out.
I always
after
forget
God
about
of
that
War.
one.
I know, right?
Can I just say something about that real quickly? Can I just say something about that?
Yeah.
That game looks
Detroit?
freaking phenomenal.
Yeah,
that game
Detroit
looks amazing.
Yes, we still, and that's the thing.
Like
It
an
looks
in-depth
good, but it's
detective
David
game based on
Cage.
robots
David Cage
and
is a
stuff.
very
Count
hard
me-
person
I'm
to
in.
trust.
Exactly, and that's another thing is that we only know 3 of the 4 androids that you can play as. So I think after God of War comes out, they would show another trailer android character, and then they would show more trailers for Detroit, and then after Detroit, I think we would get Spider-Man.
There's another question here, by the way. So
Sure.
So Brett Quill asks, I know you guys don't play Injustice, but I can't get Spidey because I don't have a PS4. That sucks, dude. A solo
Same.
night.
I'm bad at
actually,
fighting games.
some of us actually do play Injustice. We got Demetrius. He plays a lot of Injustice too.
Yes, yes,
Huge
he does.
fanboy.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
He does.
So,
Yo, hop on that Dragon Ball Fighters.
but Brett Quill
man.
still asks, a solo Nightcrawler movie could be good. Just wondering, what do you guys think? A Nightcrawler
Oh
movie.
my gosh, I want that now just because you said it. I'm thinking
There's
about it.
already a Nightcrawler movie with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, I don't think that counts.
Doesn't count. Oh shoot.
I
No,
would-
but
I don't know. It
That
counts to me.
would be so
Yeah,
sick.
it
I
kinda
want
should
that.
be.
counts to me.
yeah, people are saying Jake Gyllenhaal should be Batman. Make him be Nightcrawler.
Ooh.
No,
But yeah, I think
I don't want that. Thank
what's
you.
weird is that I'm
Fighters is
an
gonna be lit.
I-
Yes, it will.
I-
Amazing Lucas.
I'm
Yes,
an
it will.
average. I'm an average. I'm an average X-Men fan from the X-Men movies. They're pretty good. The new movie, the Dark Phoenix movie.
It's gonna be the greatest comedy ever.
greatest comedy of all time.
I
but
legitimately
I don't know.
cannot wait for that just for that
Yeah.
reason.
Expected
for
a
that.
review on this channel,
Wait.
guys.
Just for
Expected a
us,
review.
just for Sophie
Alright.
Turner to just crack jokes as Dark Phoenix. I don't know, like
So-
if we were to make any,
Oh,
because
God.
we have tons of, we have like 3 solo Wolverine movies or something. Logan, Wolverine, or X-Men Origins Wolverine, and
The Wolverine.
the Wolverine, yeah, the Wolverine. I forgot about that. So
All right. So
I feel like if they want to expand upon that, and we already have the Deadpool 2, so I think another X-Man that would be popular. Yeah, definitely Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler is
I would
awesome.
definitely love an expansion on Origins.
I don't think anyone would want to go
Yeah.
see
What
it.
is
I
wrong
don't
with
know
you,
if
Sully?
I don't know if
It's gonna be funny as hell.
Nah,
X-Men
the
Origins
first 5
2.
minutes is pretty good.
Well,
The
the first 5 minutes
origin-
are actually amazing, but then the rest of it just
Yeah.
turns into a comedy.
Mouthless
Never
Deadpool is best Deadpool.
wait, real quick.
Oh yeah.
Game 2020 asks if what alternate suits would you like
Yeah.
to see in Spider-Man PS4? I've answered this
Okay.
before, but my main
Oh.
suit that I want to be in the game,
Yeah,
alternate
let's
wise,
pick one.
is
guys.
the-
Pick one.
is like the new 2099 suit that's like red and white
Mhm.
and black.
That's cool.
God, that
Ugh.
looks so clean.
All right, Evan, what's yours?
Alright, hold on,
What's-
wait.
if you can
Can I
choose
give
one.
my?
Alright,
Alright,
we already know what yours is, Josh. So go ahead and say yours.
First of all, I want to say, new 2099 suit, poo. The classic one is better.
No, it's-
Oh my
I
god.
would choose.
It's
Again,
beautiful.
What I
Josh,
would
the
do-
flow is not going well.
What I,
Go on,
Well, I
Josh.
would
Just say,
choose
just
my
say the
guy.
suit.
I would choose the Alex Ross suit that he designed for the Spider-Man movie back in 2002. Because
Yes,
that
please.
suit is sick.
Yes.
That's
Evan,
insane.
yours.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Again, we don't. Well, I guess they've said officially that the symbiote's not in the game, so no Venom, anti-Venom. So it's already a given because it's super. But of course, the black suit. However, I want to be the black suit from Ultimate Comics. Ultimate
Ooh,
Spider-Man,
okay.
where it's like there's no white squares on the hands and.
Yeah,
it's
you really want the
more-
one that's like purple and whatnot. has the
Yeah,
purple
yeah,
highlights.
exactly. The purple suit. I want the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
Sully's
good.
all about the ultimate. Yeah.
I want that suit so badly. It looks
Oh,
so, the
Yeah,
eyes.
the
were
Avengers
so
Project.
white,
We
big.
can't forget to talk about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we'll talk, yeah,
That's another
yeah,
thing.
we'll
So,
talk about,
before
we'll talk
quickly,
about after
but
question.
little Avengers Project plug. So we're all gonna be trying to cover that game, or at least I'm gonna be covering it. 2018 when we get more.
We'll
footage
have
of
to
the
wait
game,
and
but-
see. I don't trust Square
Yeah,
Enix.
but again, like that's the thing. Like the rumors on MMORPG, we don't know if that's true or not. But I think since it's coming from Square Enix and Marvel Games have been saying like we're gonna really try and put out AAA games, I think it is gonna be like a big game and not something small. So
I think if
definitely
anything, it'll take influence from like Final Fantasy 15, like an action RPG kind of thing.
I definitely don't think it's gonna be like. I definitely don't think it's gonna be like Marvel Heroes. That was like a MMORPG.
No, they're not gonna do that.
Yeah, I don't think
this is a big budget game.
Yeah,
this is like a bigger budget than that.
Yeah, exactly. But definitely expect us to do more videos on that game.
So, Austin, what's an alternate suit you want in the game? If you can only pick one, what would your suit be?
Raimi suit. Did someone already say that?
Which one though?
Raimi suit?
Which one?
Spider-Man 2, just to spite Josh.
Perfect. Sully?
Spider-Man 1 had the best movie suit. I don't care. Forget about Homecoming.
Yeah, Sully, what would your alternate suit be in the game?
Oh, the suit I would want?
Yeah.
I would say I would really want the original Neversoft suit, and I don't want it remastered, like low poly count and all. Just make it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because
and don't go with the second one. Go with the first one where he has no webs, where he looks even more awkward.
Yeah.
He's got no
Oh my god.
Yeah. Like literally. They could do it like Arkham City though. Like
I was just gonna say that.
The animated series suit. You literally look like Batman in the animated series, but in Arkham City.
Yeah, so they just make
another
it
one. I would like a 90s
They
animated
make
suit.
him have nub hands. Oh my god, that'd be great.
So
No
Demetrius,
fingers.
what suit would you want in Spider-Man PS4 if you could pick one?
Give me either the Infinity War suit or the.
You gotta pick one though. You gotta choose one, bro.
Bro, I'll take the Homecoming.
Take Homecoming. All right. For me personally, I would have the homemade suit, obviously.
The logo, that Vigilante's logo.
Yeah, it's the best suit in my opinion because it's a hoodie. If it's not a hoodie,
those two suits are really cool. Although I hope if they are in the game, I really hope they shrink down the character model so it's Holland's height and whatnot.
Oh, that would be cool. That's
kind
one
of
thing
weird.
I really hope they do.
That'd be really weird.
I really want that because I don't think I could take the Homecoming suit seriously if an adult was wearing it. It would look kind of goofy.
It'd be funny because that'd be kind of like what they did in super big, but you can also wear like girl clothes if you so I can see them like even shorten his height or something.
What other questions are there that we can?
MCDC wants an Evan Falarkas. Thank you.
Ronnie Pugs asked, "Do you think
screaming as we swing?"
Ronnie Pugs asked, "Do you think we'll get an exclusive PS4 Spider-Man bundle?" Well,
yes, please.
I don't think so, honestly.
Well,
I'm not betting on it.
Well, Spider-Man PS4 is already an exclusive.
I'm pretty sure Europe will get one because Europe's always getting stuff like that. It depends on the US though, because US is kind of stingy with stuff.
Remember, if you guys remember the live stream, the first games with James T. They asked that, like, oh, there's people asking about collector's editions or consoles, and they said we'll announce something when we are ready to. So, that's their classic go-to answer.
Yeah, we'll have to see with it too because it's normally like a regional thing with stuff like that. Sometimes some regions get it, some don't.
Drafty Jupiter 17 Grayson asks if Insomniac is already testing playing, then we should get a demo.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, not necessarily.
No comment.
That'd be great. That'd be amazing.
Honestly,
that would be cool.
Honestly,
even if
I
they
may
had...
be wrong about this. Don't quote me on this, but since they're doing the studio-wide playthrough, what I think they're doing is like playing through the game multiple times and figuring out what they can fix and what they can add.
Exactly.
So basically, the game is in the polishing stages. Now, don't quote me on that because it might not be. But that's just how I see it.
Yeah, it could easily be something completely different. Because we don't exactly know what they mean by that term. Because God of War used that same term, and we still don't know what it really means.
And Demetrius knows about this because he spends more time on Discord. I put in the video, the most recent video that I put out, where Spidey Skater Boy and Demetrius and we talked about this. And Demetrius pointed out that someone by the name of Vidi on Insomniac's Discord said that they play test every day, but the reason why this is so big and why this is such like a news announcement is because Brian Intar has said, "Oh, I'm bringing the game home myself. I'm playing the game at my home." Never before has the entire Insomniac company Twitter account said, "Oh, everyone's playing it, everyone's play testing it, and everyone is able to play the game in the studio." That's why it's so big.
Also, if I may chime in, I think basically, as you said, Evan, this game is on the stretch. As I said earlier in your video, like most developers, like Seth Hill, right? Like literally, right now about the wrap up game, he says that we're playing this start to finish with the whole team, and they're hiring people to play tester.
It's the Spidey Squad recruiting.
So pretty much, the next thing they're gonna do is send out start doing the copies and stuff like that after they polish up the game, because if you think about it, we're pretty close. This is like an exciting year.
Yeah,
it truly is the year. We have the game, dude. We have the movie.
What else is there? MC.
Oh, wait. So let's couple questions, and then we'll move on to just let's answer like another briefly giving our thoughts about Infinity War.
So MCDC asked, do you think we'll get any pre-order bonuses down the line?
Probably.
Yeah,
maybe.
So.
Well, it depends. Like, if it's near, if the movie or if the game's coming out near like Avengers, then probably like pre-order now. You get the Infinity War skin or something. I don't know, something like that.
Right, and just to quickly go over the vanilla vapes question. I don't know about if we're recruiting, but it's always cool seeing people say, "Can I join?" to partake in this community because you guys love Spider-Man just as much as we do, and we're trying to figure that out ourselves. Because there's a lot of awesome people always come and go on the Discord server, and I always see you guys DMing me sometimes on Twitter, like, "Can I join the Spidey Squad?" So we're trying to work it out, but don't worry, it'll all work out for you guys.
We're all figuring out a solution.
If you guys have played Ratchet, right, and to go back to the question of pre-order bonus, what's weird, Clank, if you pre-ordered the game, you got like a bonus weapon, but then if you just got the game like later on and you bought the game, and that pre-order weapon, it was gone, and you could never.
Yeah, there was never a way of getting it later.
Yeah, so it was only exclusive for a pre-order and nothing else. So that would be really weird if that was the case for Spider-Man. Like, oh, here's this, here's this gadget for a pre-order, like this web gadget to, stick a web line to an enemy and then throw them around like a, rodeo or something. I don't know, but like, say that happened, then you could only get it through pre-ordering, but no other way. I think that'd be weird, but
I really hope they don't do that. That'd be a shitty thing to do to the player base.
It would be. But yeah, I think maybe.
Yeah, because it's already shitty enough with an exclusive skin, but that'd be even shittier if it was like a gameplay element missing. Like,
yeah,
oh, you're
I don't
missing
know. I think maybe it would be like a skin, maybe like the move, like people are movie pre-order pack, maybe of the movie suits and all that. I think I could see that, but as a pre-order bonus,
I really hope.
I don't know
if they have to do a pre-order, just make it a time thing. Just make it they only get it for like a week or something.
Yeah, honestly, like I don't know what it could be, but I think there will
really
be.
Shitty to do to your player base to lock something off just because you didn't pre-order it.
Well, I'm pretty sure PlayStation exclusives, they're not as bad with pre-order bonuses necessarily. Like like Infamous Second Son.
That's fine.
They're never like Arkham Knight.
Oh my god.
No, but the thing is, those were because that was Arkham Knight was a multi-platform game. Spider-Man was just an exclusive.
I still feel bad for Kayling about that one.
Yeah. Austin, you want to say the last question?
Yeah, you say the last question, then we'll move on to Infinity.
Last question. Okay, 1 second. All right.
I think before this started, he said, "Yeah, no Spider-Man game talk. That's all that's happening now."
Yeah. Well, because the questions were with that.
Yeah.
Okay. I had a feeling it was gonna go that route. It's fine.
I love talking about the game, guys. It's Spider-Man on the PS4.
Alright, so this is a totally different question, and to learn out about Spider-Man PS4, but I've seen Brett Quinn post it multiple times, so I feel he wants it answered. He said, "Did you hear about Sea of Thieves?" So the rare game.
That's the best final question you can ever ask.
Hey, yeah, I think I'm right.
I don't know if I would get it, but another game that's like pirate based is Skull and Bones. Anyone remember that one from E3 2017? Ubisoft's conference.
No. I actually
Skull and Bones.
Oh wait.
Dude,
yeah, I remember that.
They're like what they're doing is like, the Assassin's Creed 4 ship stuff in a full game.
I hated that.
Awesome.
Was that the one that had the Kraken who showed up at the end and whatnot?
Yeah, it's like a Skull and Bones skull crossbones flag as their logo. Yeah.
Well, Well, if you want to play the best pirate game, you play Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. That's the best pirate game.
Like that's what me. Like, I feel like it's a great game. It didn't feel like an Assassin's Creed game to me.
Yeah, and that's exactly why I liked it.
It's an awesome pirate game. It's like one of the best like open world seafaring games you can ever experience. As an Assassin's Creed game, it totally didn't feel like it, but it was so awesome.
It's the Pirates of the Caribbean game we never got.
So now I think, yeah. Oh yeah, Michael?
To add on to Sea of Thieves, I just want to say I love the concept of it, how it's like an FPS / like ship war game. I like the concept of it, but I don't know if it'll look good. Like I don't know how it'll perform on, you know, at launch, because Xbox
Isn't that supposed
has
to be
like
one of those games that's also like online only, or is there a single player component?
I thought it was online only.
It has to be online.
No, I thought it was online. Oh, online only?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure that games are online.
Because I know Titanfall is like it makes sense for like Titanfall to be online. Why would it not be single player for Sea? I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess I get it. I don't know.
There could be a single player, but I just haven't really researched the game all that.
Wait, I'm not getting that game confused with the horrible pirate.
Assassin's Creed 3 is the best. Just saying.
Boom! Thank you. Yeah, Drafty Jupiter.
Well, I still think AC2 is the best.
Like, okay, for me personally, Brotherhood's my favorite. But 3 is like really close to being
Origins is very close, guys. If you
Origins is also very close. Origins is definitely
takes the cake for me. So
yeah, I agree.
The only reason why I like Brotherhood more than 2 is because just Rome. Just Rome's beautiful.
Hey guys, I feel so lost in all this Assassin's Creed talk.
Hey guys,
yeah. Well, that's quite
that takes you to Japan.
Well, the rumored Assassin's Creed game that's coming out?
Yes.
If they have a Feudal Japan one, I will play that one.
It's called Ghost of the series. I will play that one. It's called Ghost of Tsushima. That's
don't even compare those two.
That is such a played out joke everybody made.
I gotta do it. Okay, so I think that's all for the questions, guys. Thank you so much for having all those questions posted. If you're just joining us, we are the Spidey Squad. We are here just updating you guys about our channel. That was earlier in the stream. Now we're moving on to Avengers Infinity War. We're going to give our brief thoughts about the movie itself overall, what we're excited about, what we're not excited about. I'm Evan. I'm with the Spidey Squad. Of course, the main members and founders is Spidey Stretch, Demetrius, Spidey Skater Boy, Spidey Fan for the win, Vigilante, Spidey Solely. I'm very happy that I can do this video with them, and I'm just having a great time. So now we're moving on to Infinity War.
It sounds like we're in that Insomniac live stream. You know, it's like
I know, right?
Insomniac live.
If anyone from Insomniac is watching this live, I know, like I'm. Stream. I've never done things like this before, so Insomniac Live is like a reference to like how to introduce things.
That was a good transition, Austin.
I know. I don't know what happened. It like totally resized itself. It's like, what is going on?
That was smooth. No, I like that.
I just want to point out something real quick about like Insomniac and stuff like that. So in the Discord, I was messaging Aceful one day, just talking to him about like how excited I am for this game and stuff like that. Yeah. And you know, he responded. He was like, "Emily, shut the fuck up." So
wow, that's a bad response.
Back on track. Sorry, my sister grabbed the cat. My sister grabbed the cat and started screaming. I got Pikachu for some reason. So,
okay.
So basically, what Aceful was saying is he's like, he's like, I just want to make the best game possible for the community and for the people, and that really struck us not a nerve, but like it really caught me, because I was like, how many times do you sit there and hear a developer of a game or a game company talk about like, oh, we're doing this for the people. It's like you don't see like with Activision and stuff like that, and I love Call of Duty, but honestly, they're kind of like EA with like the money and stuff like that. They're just really more about the money. They don't care about the people. They don't care about giving the people a good experience and a fun one, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, and to go off what Spidey was saying, and then we're gonna get into. Yeah, if you don't know, Aceful on the Insomniac Discord server is Adam Corleone, who is a combat designer at Insomniac. I forget if he's the lead combat designer, or a combat designer, and yeah, just to go off what Spidey was saying, when I met Brian Intar, coolest guy in the universe, super tall. He's like 6'2" or something like that. I'm 5'10", so when I saw him in person, how tall he was, I freaked out. Yeah,
I'm taller. Spidey Stretch is taller.
Yeah, when you saw the video of me, all of the videos, he reads all the tweets. He genuinely does. He showed the entire Insomniac team the day before I interviewed him, the video that Austin, the Spidey fan, made with our year anniversary showed the entire Insomniac team. That blew my mind. Everyone at Insomniac really does care about the fans and trying to make the best game possible, and I'm just so happy that they're making this game. So now into Infinity War. Who wants to start off? Me, I'll just quickly say, looks great. Thanos CGI looks really, really awesome, I think. Like, they're going full-on big budget with Thanos and how they're looking compared to how it's like Steppenwolf looked like in Justice League was
He looked
really
amazing.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Steppenwolf in Justice League? Get out of here.
You have to admit, Thanos already looks better than Steppenwolf.
Oh, of course he does. What are you talking about?
Isn't that insane? Like, just a trailer? And it's not
that
even
little
done yet.
purple chin, the little muffled purple chin lines already look great. Then Steppenwolf's weird.
Yeah, obviously Iron Man will obviously look better. Same with Spider-Man, because they don't look polished just yet. But they
okay,
will.
Dude. Speaking of Spider-Man, I want to speak on that. Okay, there was a big problem. Problem was they made Peter Parker way too. They did. He did not throw one punch. He kept using webs the whole entire time, mostly, and so they wanted to make him innocent. So if they're going against Thanos, and he better start throwing down. Like, I'm serious. Like, I would literally be ticked off.
Yeah.
Like, literally, he's not this guy. I understand. He'll be about like 16 by the time he comes out. So he better get through. If he does it, we're having.
Right. Yeah. Because that's what that's addressing like the quote unquote Marvel villain problem. Where there's like, oh, if there's a villain like Ironmonger, who was awesome, but then he dies, and then Yellow Jacket, who I also think was awesome, and Ant-Man.
Then we had Vulture,
dies. And then Vulture, who didn't die, but then he got in prison and may hopefully come back in another Spider-Man movie or something. But yeah, like what this has been building up to ever since Iron Man 1 in 2008 to this movie, seeing Thanos come as like this big bad intergalactic threat that the Avengers have not really been facing before. Like, they faced Loki, but that wasn't the same level of this. And also with Ultron, that's just like a robot that Tony made that by mistake, that he didn't mean to make a killer robot. Thanos is a big threat that none of them ever faced before, and especially like with Peter, with Spider-Man, he has been wanting to join the Avengers. In Homecoming, that was like the thing, and then by the end of it, he's like, you know what, I'm gonna stay being a friendly neighbor with Spider-Man. And then by the time in Infinity War, like what we see in the trailer where he's like getting chokeslammed by Thanos, he freaks out when he sees the big circle floating in the air when he's in the school bus. And everyone else, like Doctor Strange, Black Widow, Hulk, all these characters coming together and trying to fight this threat. It's going to be really crazy. And I think, like, of course, what we see, I'm pretty darn sure Vision's going to die. Other characters that could die, I wouldn't be... Ronin or, Hawkeye dies, whatever he's going to be in this movie, / Hawkeye. I hope Black Widow doesn't die, but she might die. And Iron Man, Tony Stark, or even Captain America, since Captain America looks like he's going down a really dark path, or like he looks like he's like really like upset, like with that awesome beard. But I'm really like upset if any of them die. I'll obviously be super sad, but also it'll be cool because it really shows that this is what all the movies have been building up to, showing the big stakes that are going to be in this movie, and I'm just really excited for it.
Hopefully some dark consequences at the end of this film.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange, you messed with the time, so
yes.
there has to be consequences.
And
that's, hey, if that theory is correct about like, oh, when Doctor Strange,
I'll be right back.
The third act obviously used all the time and like changed time, like reversed it and whatever. Apparently, that might be the theory of why it was 8 years later in Homecoming.
Wait,
so
what
if
was
that theory is true, that's
yeah.
So you know how
yeah,
Mordo
that's
said
a big
that
complaint.
there'll be consequences. So, and Kevin Feige he does know about the 8 years later. So, and apparently we'll know why it's 8 years later. So maybe Doctor Strange has something to do with it. We don't know.
Yeah.
Also, we most know that for a fact, most likely, that's something that you just see. I'm telling you,
yeah,
guys.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh, what's up, Magito?
Yay, Magito's here.
Oh, Magito's here. Where my boy Magito?
Our boy,
hey,
Magito.
my boy Magito.
Fellow Spidey Squad member Magito for these with us. Yeah, I'm just really excited for Infinity War. Black Panther is going to come out in February, so seeing him in Infinity War, I think that already kind of gives away as a spoiler that Killmonger.
Well, we all know that they weren't going to die in the upcoming movies, but
yeah, but I want to know. I hope Killmonger doesn't die because he seems awesome as a villain. What's his name?
Nah, he
Michael B. Jordan playing Killmonger Eric Killmonger seems awesome.
Yeah, I think it'll be
but
fine.
even like just and like the CG problem, like you're saying, like Steppenwolf is all CG, but Thanos is also all CG. So why are people liking Thanos over Steppenwolf? It's because he looks good, and also because Josh Brolin is the voice, whereas Steppenwolf, it was nobody. I didn't even recognize who Steppenwolf's voice was. But Josh Brolin actually voicing Thanos is going to be really menacing. Because I personally, I'm on like a really like minority here, but I prefer Age of Ultron over the first Avengers because of James Spader as Ultron.
I'm actually same here too. I actually kind of prefer.
And he was just such a great, intimidating, really menacing villain, and it had to do mainly because of James Spader's performance as Ultron.
He was really good in that.
He was awesome, and even like the behind the scenes thing, like reports saying that like, oh, the first time James Spader, he was like in the mocap suit, acting out that scene where he was like a
no
wonky,
strings on me.
Yeah, the no strings on me, wonky Ultron bot thing. Like they said, like it was a standing ovation from the cast and crew because he thought he did such a good job. This is we saw him slight stuff with Josh Brolin as Thanos, like Alien Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, and at the end credit scene of Avengers 1, and then of course also Age of Ultron 2, where he gets the glove, the gauntlet. He's like, I'll do this myself. But this is where we're actually going to see him for the first time with the Black Order and the Outriders, those weird creatures that were running in Wakanda towards Black Panther's army, which is awesome. But I think like showing the more cosmic side of this universe, like Outriders, the Black Order, Thanos, possibly Silver Surfer, and Guardians of the Galaxy.
The aliens from the first Avengers again, the Atari. Yeah, the Atari.
Wait, the Chitauri are back?
Yeah, Chitauri.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I thought it was just the Outriders.
Well, I'm pretty sure. I thought they would come back anyway.
I don't know, but like those things that were running in Wakanda, Outriders. Yeah. That's what they are. Like they have 4 arms or legs or whatever they are.
They look more like the creatures from the Ultimate animated movie.
Yeah. But I'm just really excited for Infinity War. The thing that I like saw we're not really looking forward to. I'm just not really like I'm sure like Marvel has proved time and time again that they can really all these characters. Just look at the picture, Austin. But with the picture that you're looking at that Austin put in the video, like look at all those characters. I really hope that they can equalize their amount of time in the movie. Like we have Guardians, we have the main Avengers, we have the Asgard people, we have Black Panther, we have smaller characters like Hawkeye. So
I actually really like what the Russo brothers said about the movie. Is the Russo brothers have said that this is more like a Thanos movie because we've already known all these heroes, and they've got James Gunn as a producer, so the Guardians will still feel like the Guardians and all that. So and like so you got like Jon Favreau, he's a producer, so like there's a lot of people in it to make sure this is going to be a big movie, and I'm pretty sure Kevin Feige's gonna not up. Let this movie be their first screw up.
People are saying too, like, oh, is Guardians the first flop? It's like, and then it was awesome, and then people actually saying that Guardians is like their favorite Marvel movie, so that's crazy. So
this is at the end of the day, this will be Thanos' movie because we know very little about this Thanos. We already know about our heroes, so there'll probably be like not more screen time, but quite a lot of screen time to Thanos than what we've had with other villains.
You guys seen the leak? Dude,
Thanos, Spider-Man,
Thanos, he was
he's getting his arms, boys.
He was mad.
But my question for you guys in the chat is, what's your favorite Avengers movie? Is it Avengers 1 or Age of Ultron? Be sure to write that in the chat. Which one?
Can we count Civil War?
Yeah, about the same.
That's an Avengers movie.
No.
Avengers 2.5.
No.
Captain America: Civil War.
Only the main.
I was actually like, when I was, because Civil War came out in 2016, and I was like debating back and forth in my head, like, really think this movie should be called Avengers Civil War instead of Captain Civil War. But then I realized when they showed the movie, it's like, this is actually Captain's movie.
It's his story.
Even though there's all those characters in there, even Spider-Man, they had that scene just with Tony Stark and Spider-Man in a Captain America movie, it really is actually Captain America's movie. He's the main character of that movie.
A lot of people are saying Age of Ultron.
Hey, awesome!
Wow.
See? I knew I wasn't the only one who thought that. Cool. Awesome. Because Loki, like, there's nothing wrong.
That's surprising. Wow.
I'm surprised Loki. But it's just like, you know, the first Avengers. It's like, oh, here's these aliens that Loki summoned with this cube that kind of was referenced in Thor 1 and all this, and also Avengers. I mean, Captain America 1 as well. But then with Ultron, I think why I liked it so much is because, like, oh, what would happen if an Avenger got so paranoid trying to protect the world that he wants to save that he actually ends up harming it more instead of saving it? Which is why I love the fact that he created those many, you know, the Ultron bots, and he created Ultron as this AI program to help save and peacekeep the world. And then in the end, boom, oh, it's actually this crazy AI that is hell-bent on destroying the world because of how he thinks humans are actually the cause of all these problems. And he's kind of right, which is cool seeing that play out on screen. And I really love the dialogue, you know, the dialogue back and forth between Ultron and Iron Man. And even though in the comics it's like, oh, Ant-Man built Ultron, I think it fits way more that Ultron is a Iron Man villain. I think it fits him really well. And just the dialogue again from between
the MCU, it fits more, but
yeah,
in the comics,
the MCU,
it's more for Hank Pym.
Yeah. I don't know why. I just felt it was so perfectly fit for Tony Stark to create Ultron instead of Hank Pym.
Yeah,
but I do like that he was referenced in Ant-Man.
Yeah.
They made it work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
If I can add something real quickly, so they said that, and that Spider-Man 2 would be like the start of Phase 4, right?
Yes.
That's exactly what they said. And they said that Iron Man wasn't going to be. Yeah.
Yeah. No. After the fourth Avengers.
Oh yeah, because we're still in Phase 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man Homecoming 2 is supposed to be the start of Phase 4, or is it Captain Marvel?
No, it's the start. No. Which is still Phase 3. It is Captain Marvel's next year.
Oh,
yeah, so Spider-Man would be the first Phase 4.
Yeah, it's the start
Homecoming
of Phase
2 or whatever.
Real quick, they said that there was going to be another A-list Avenger on there, but it wasn't going to be Iron Man. I want so bad for Doctor Strange to be that Avenger. I don't understand how bad I want that to happen.
Well, we already got Spider-Man movie. 4. Woo.
A Spider-Man and Doctor Strange movie? Are you kidding me? That's gonna tickle my fancy. Well,
how about we get some Defenders Easter eggs, please?
Well, you never know.
Come on.
No, Avengers 4, there's been a lot more rumors about Charlie Cox's Daredevil maybe having a cameo.
I need that so good. Everyone's like, we need Tom Holland and Charlie Cox to team up in a Daredevil.
Like, if you guys watch The Runaways, you already know that they reference mutants.
Yep.
Yeah, which is exciting.
Yep,
that show looks awesome. I haven't seen it yet, but those previews look amazing.
Not bad.
Yep.
I don't have Hulu because I'm on Netflix.
Extremely slow, but kind of picks up.
You win this time, Hulu, but I'll try and see it.
Someone's asking, are we doing this on Discord? Well, yes. This is how we talk.
We are. You are correct, sir. This is how we get together. When you hear me collab in other videos, like Discord, because I don't. Sadly, XSplit doesn't work for me. I know Austin has a problem with that, or OBS. I know, but I'm trying to work on that.
Well, I'm using Livestream right now.
Yep.
But in the chat, guys, out of 10. What would you give the Infinity War trailer out of 10? What would you give it, and why?
For me, while they're answering, I think it all. What the heck is going on? You know, I think they didn't give too much away at all because he was
Sully,
going like,
anything
who the heck
you
are
want
aliens?
Talk about the Infinity War trailer?
I'd say like a 9, just because I don't know, because as you guys know, like I'm obviously way more excited for Spider-Man PS4 than Infinity War, but like. Every time I see something new for Spider-Man PS4, it's a 10. For Infinity War, it was pretty much like an 8 or a 9. It's just really awesome.
Nice. Yeah, so Sully, do you have anything to talk about in the Infinity War? Really?
Not really. It's a movie trailer.
But just the movie in general. Like, do you have any concerns or anything like that?
I don't know. I'll have to wait and see because I haven't really been into the MCU since the first Guardians movie. It's been a while since I've really thoroughly enjoyed a movie.
Because even Thor was great.
Because even Homecoming, I wasn't all that big on Homecoming. I really did not like that version of Spider-Man. I liked him in Civil War, could not stand him in Homecoming.
Can't wait to get to that commentary.
Yeah, that's definitely look out for that, guys, because some of us.
Yeah, and I don't blame Holland. And I don't blame Holland. I blame the writing because I really liked him in Civil War. It was Homecoming. I'm like, God, I can't.
Well, I also found it weird. There's a little sidetrack from Infinity War, but I just find it kind of weird with they chose a director who's mainly made either indie movies or a horror movie, and then they made him for a Spider-Man director. Like, where did that come from?
Hold up, guys. I'll be back.
I know they did that with Sam Raimi, but I don't know. Like, it just.
I think John Watt was a completely wrong pick.
There. I don't know. But the cinematography also was kind of strange. But mainly with Infinity War, I think since the Russos are behind this, they did, of course, Civil War and Winter Soldier. This is going to be awesome because Joss Whedon did both Avengers movies so far. The Russos did both Captain America movies besides First Avenger. I don't think they did First Avenger.
No, that was I forget his name.
Yeah, but basically the Russos are anything that the Russos touch is genius. So I think Infinity War is going to be great. Obviously, the action sequences are going to be insane since, of course,
I think Infinity War I'm also a bit iffy on because I also wasn't the biggest fan of the Civil War movie. I thought it was kind of ridiculous at times.
I get what you mean there. The only reason why I like it a lot, I obviously agree with the statement like, oh, Spider-Man was better in Civil War than he was in Hollywood.
Yep.
But with Civil War, I just loved how they really did a great job of equalizing out everyone's roles, portraying the characters from what we've known from the other movies. This movie, seeing this dilemma of like, oh, I have to choose a side, and whose side should I pick? And they handled it great. And this, in Infinity War, in the status of the beginning of Infinity War, Cap and Iron Man are still not going to be friends. Like, they're still not on. They still haven't connected with each other. Cap's still in hiding. He broke out everyone from the raft. The prison cell. Like, and they're taking. Refuge in Wakanda, like Bucky's in Wakanda, and he was frozen in a capsule there or something, and all that. But yeah, I think the way that they're going to build up to Infinity War after Panther comes out, and also given Thor Ragnarok with spoilers for Thor Ragnarok, major spoilers, where Loki and Thor are about to get abducted by Thanos' ship, from what I'm seeing so far, like from what the end credit scene looked like. They're about to get,
that is Thanos' ship is one of them.
Yeah, they're about to get taken by Thanos in a ship or something. So, and then they were on their way to Earth. Everyone in Thor, in the ship that Thor and Loki and everyone from Asgard was on, because Asgard was destroyed. So they went on the ship, and then it looks like they're about to get abducted by Thanos' ship. And from Black Panther, it's just going to be awesome. But yeah, Infinity War looks great. Any final thoughts before we move on to Into the Spider-Verse?
The only thing I want to say about Infinity War, I hope we get, at least a cameo from the Netflix characters. I mean, it's kind of up in the air still, but I hope we do. And also, I want to see the arms on the suit already. Just show me how the actual arms.
Oh, like the metal arms.
Yeah, like in the Iron Spider.
The metal Iron Spider arms on the back of his.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because there was a leaked Lego figure with those arms for Infinity War, so looks like we will get those arms, which is good.
That'd be cool.
By the way, some people are saying that Andrew Garfield was a great Spider-Man. Yes, he was. He was a great Spider-Man. Yeah. Same with Toby and Holland. They're all great in their own way.
And then Jordan, even though out of all three of those, in your Q&A, like that.
Yeah, Christopher D. Barnes.
He's the best
Spider-Man. Yep. If you haven't watched him in a black suit, just yelling at Shocker, then
oh my god!
And his best Batman impression of Spider-Man Noir was awesome.
Yeah. If you want,
I definitely prefer him more as Spider-Man Noir.
Then 2099, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he did it.
Yeah, he was that old-timey lingo and everything.
After hearing him as Noir Spider-Man, he just totally fit that role more compared to 2099. But anyways, I'm going to do another takeaway from the Insomniac live stream, how they do it. So if you're just joining us, we're in the Spidey Squad live stream. We're just giving a big update about our channel. We just did a big update about what our plans are in the future. We just finished talking about Avengers Infinity War, and now we're moving on to another topic of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the Miles Morales animated Spider-Man movie, which is awesome, and it's crazy that it's actually a Spider-Verse movie. is what freaked me out. Where I did my reaction, and like a day before my reaction, they just said, "Bam, 2 days from now." It's like, oh, they're gonna show the trailer, and then boom, they reveal the title, Into the Spider-Verse. I'm like, that's awesome that they're doing an Into the Spider-Verse movie, or a Spider-Verse movie, and then it's like, what freaked me out first thing is just this movie and its art style. I mean, you know, Sony Pictures Animation, I didn't know they were the ones who were animating this movie, because when they showed, oh, we're making a Miles Morales animated Spider-Man movie, I thought it was going to be something like the new Spider-Man cartoon on Disney XD, on Marvel Spider-Man. I thought it was going to be like that, like low budget, not really something big, but, you know, Sony Pictures Animation, they did Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, Hotel Transylvania, and the Emoji Movie. But
great movie, great movie, great
yeah,
movie.
they did.
Great movie.
Yeah, so that's why everyone's like, "Oh, this isn't gonna be good." But now I'm like,
no,
"Wow,
but then you can argue Pixar did Cars. Not many.
Toy Story first, which is why, like, oh, they
not people
yeah,
like
but
Cars,
yeah, but they did
yeah.
So they did. Oh, and yeah, Incredibles.
Oh, Austin, you chose like the best shot in that trailer. Thanks,
again with the freaking resize. I apologize, guys. Freaking. Yeah.
no, but that shot of him in the hoodie. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. So speaking of,
can I chime in? Wait, can I chime in on this?
Yeah.
Can I chime in on Into the Spider-Verse?
You can, but Drafty Jupiter 17 Grace in this trailer was Infinity. I actually too. It was actually really.
Yeah. So in the chat, be sure to write.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on
better?
Into the Spider-Verse? What was your?
And what do you think?
Spider-Man do you want to see?
What's going to happen? How many Spider-Man do you think we'll see? Have a guess.
Yeah. Which?
Yeah. Make up your own Spider-Man.
But yeah, Josh, you go. What was your thought? Sorry to cut you off.
All right. So first of all, when I saw the title, I instantly was upset by it, because I'm like, this is a Miles Morales movie. Why are we doing Spider-Verse? And then I had to, just relax. I'm like, I'm just waiting until I get a trailer. The trailer came out. I fell in love with it, but I was still kind of like, I don't know about the whole Spider-Verse thing. And then, the Russo brother, Jesus Christ, Phil Lord and Chris Miller, they came out and they started talking about it. I was like, I'll give it a chance, but I still don't like the idea. So right now, for the most part, I am very excited. I'm in love with everything about it, for the most part, from what I've seen. But I just, want to just wait it out and see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
just to bring up what Josh said, the Phil Lord and Chris Miller, the directors of this movie, they did both Jump Street movies, and also Lego Batman.
Yeah, they're not directing.
Script writers. But they're directing this movie, right?
No, they're not directing it. They're just script writers. That's it.
Oh, they're not.
Because what happened? Yeah. Because
I don't know my info. Sorry, guys.
No, because they were doing this movie, and then they got asked to do the Han Solo movie, and then we all know how the Han Solo movie.
Oh my god! Why were they
like before filming started?
No, so basically they got screwed twice. So basically they were like, Sony were like, can you do a Miles Morales movie? And they said yes, they did it, and obviously what you see is Phil Lord and all that, and then obviously Kathleen Kennedy's like, can you do a solo movie? They did most of it, and then Kathleen Kennedy didn't like it, so now that's done. So now they're basically not doing anything at this point.
Now they're back
it's still their script.
I know they're doing a biopic, but
wait, they're not even involved with the movie anymore?
Yeah.
No, it's still their script.
Yeah, it's their script.
But they're not direct. Well, then who?
You would have to look it up, because I don't remember off the top of my head.
Dude,
they were in that interview recently. They had an interview, like, the background logo was like Ora Marana, like the Spanish version, in the Spider-Verse. So I don't know. Wow, my God, my.
I honestly had only two.
Oh, okay. So the director of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is the guy that did Rise of the Guardians, Monsters vs. Aliens, I think it's the Halloween special.
Oh my God, dude, Rise of the Guardians.
Also, wait.
Those weren't that good.
This guy also
Rise
did.
Of the Guardians was, but
another guy named Rondi Rothman. He's also a director for this movie. He's did 22 Jump Street. Get him to Greek. 23 Jump Street, which is not happening.
Okay.
Pop Star and the 5-year engagement.
Wait, get him to the Greek. I know that. Okay, wait. This may be breaking news or not. I don't know. This is on the wiki of it. I don't know if this is true, but the cast.
Also,
says,
yeah.
The cast, it shows Shamik Moore is Miles Morales. Marshala Ali, who's Cottonmouth from Luke Cage, he's Ultimate Prowler. This is what it's saying.
Makes sense.
Brian Tyree Henry is Jefferson Davis. And then Liev Schreiber, who is supposed to be in the movie, who we don't know what is actually more.
Wait, Baby Driver's going to be in the Spider-Verse movie?
No, Liev Schreiber, Sabretooth from X-Men.
Yeah, I remember all those cast members got announced like a good couple months ago. The only one that's new is Prowler, I think is new.
Yeah.
But Moreland in this movie is interesting. I really not, because I don't want the Inheritors in this movie. Me personally, I don't like the Inheritors.
Wow. So wait, there's 3 directors for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and one of them directed
Peter Ramsey, Rodney Rothman, and Robert Perschetti Jr.
Why so many directors?
So why is there? Oh, screenplay. Not even Chris Miller. They don't even. So Chris Miller isn't even on here anymore.
No, but the thing is, they probably had to get these 3.
Oh well, now I'm actually.
It was rapid, like they were like, oh,
now
no, we need people.
Now I'm actually a little bit worried because I was on the mindset that Phil Lord and Chris Miller were directing. Okay, now.
No, they were supposed to, but they left very, very early on.
Yeah, they left as soon as Disney called them.
Yeah.
Now I'm a little bit worried about this, actually.
No, there's nothing to be worried because it's still their vision. Like literally, like everything you can see in that trailer, you can.
Yes, we haven't even seen any like. We haven't even
be like, oh, that's Phil Lord and all that, you know.
I guess seen any of the story yet. We haven't even seen anything to judge.
No, but you see the style, like the art style. I'm like, that's probably from them.
Hey,
really?
Vigilante.
Yes.
No, honestly, I only have 2 problems with like. And my
I do not know a lot about this.
And my 2 problems is like one, when we were watching the trailer, Spider-Man, like the way Miles moves, it looks kind of stiff. And like, I don't know.
I actually kind of like it. It kind of looks like a stop motion type thing.
I know. I was gonna say, like, were they going to that on purpose?
Yeah.
The stop motion.
Wait, let Sully finish. Sorry.
I think he moves too loosely, especially when he hops off the car. He looks like a rag doll.
Yeah.
He's just floating through the air, like losing his shit.
Actually, I was looking.
I love that shot though, where he's like falling through the sky.
Yeah.
I love that though.
Yep, I love those. I love that shot because it's finished, and that's my main problem is that I can't really judge it because a lot of this isn't even finished.
I mean, even the subway scene looks finished.
No, what you call it? I was looking at interviews with Phil Lord and Chris Miller, and they said like that whole like that like kind of like weird like stop motion kind of thing where it's like almost like frames are laid on top of each other. They said that is intentional, and they said
Why
the
did
way
they
how
go with that? It looks bizarre. It doesn't look right.
And they said like they also said like that in terms of like his movements and also like the animation, they were trying to go for like kind of like hand drawn comic booky kind of feel.
Yeah,
So,
I remember like you see those dots on the side of the screen, the shots and all that. Like they brought up like specific comic book terms when discussing it, like something dots or whatever like that. So it's like a comic book art style type thing that they wanted to try and implement into the visual style of the movie, which is really cool. But like like some shots, like the shot where it's weird because the shot where you see the close up of him, like he's breathing really fast and he takes his mask off. The shot like where he's first breathing really fast, that looks fine, but then all of a sudden when he takes his mask off, then it starts to look a bit stop motion.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't know why they.
I think that's the big thing that's annoying me is the fact that it's inconsistent. It changes every now and then.
Yeah, it flip flops a lot, so I don't know why.
Honestly, honestly, I may speak on that. Like my second biggest problem, and I like Miles' design, but why did they have to make dude's nose so?
Oh god, I've literally seen this complaint like all over YouTube.
Yeah.
The big nose Miles.
It's unfinished.
I understand.
No, the game's unfinished.
Look,
I'm gonna
understand.
Good one.
Look, I understand he's, but man, come on, man, like not my.
I can't really say anything considering I have a white nose, so that's kind of.
No, I'm gonna be honest here, because like this is coming from someone who's mixed, who is like black and Puerto Rican like him, and in the comics, Sarah Porcelli has drawn her for the past few years, like 5, 6 years at this point. Well, seven now because it's 2018.
Yeah.
But she's always drawn him like a really like thin, like almost like bird nose kind of, and I'm like, he got a fat ass.
I love how this conversation went right to the nose. It's great.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that connects with this chat, guys.
Only thing.
Yeah, well, yeah, again, we're not professionals. We're trying.
Not at all.
Yeah.
We're not.
Again, this is our first stream. This is our first stream, so we're trying really hard. And I like the thing I do is that the beginning, like the teaser trailer shot, where it shows like he's running after Prowler, and then boom, it's a comic book panel, and then boom, it's another comic
it's
panel.
perfect.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
there actually is one more thing that I really don't like. They make this seem like a really interesting version of like their version of Miles Morales, which looks interesting. I'd like to see this version of Miles, but he's sharing the movie. It's not even completely about him.
Yeah, that's one of the
that's the big thing that I was like, why are you?
Well, back when I thought that this movie was being controlled, they said like, oh, we want to make. And then they said Miles is the main character of the movie.
Because you know what I'm kind of getting vibes of? I'm kind of getting vibes of Sony interfering too much like Spider-Man 3 and The Amazing Spider-Man 2. They're shoving in way too much in the first movie.
Shots have been fired.
They're just trying to shove in all this shit into it, and I'm like, just make it about Miles. Just try to make Miles like a character people could like.
To them, he's not going to sell tickets.
I was just gonna say that, like. People still don't really know who he is. The reason why, even though Miles Morales has been in 2011, people surprise me.
Why is Peter Parker black?
Too. Even though I do like Miles, he doesn't have much in terms of a personality.
No,
he doesn't really have much of one. He's just Peter, and this could have been a really good way of changing that and whatnot. But we probably won't get enough character development because he has to share the movie with all these other Spider-Men.
And Godzilla Mendoza actually made a really good video about this too. He made a video about the problem with Miles into the Spider-Verse.
If I may chime in on like what Sully just stated, like I said, I was like reading into the interviews because this movie I'm actually really excited about. I was reading the interviews, and Phil and Chris Miller, they were saying how Miles is the main character, and they said that there is like a middle-aged Peter Parker, but they really, from like what I'm getting from it and like the way how they worded like their answer, it seems like that's really going to be the main alternate Spider-Man that we're going to see, and there might just be hints to like other Spider-Men. And we might see them
in the final fight. We'll probably get like over 20.
This still seems way too soon, though. This seems like something you would bring up like in the third or like the second movie, and the first movie would just be Miles in his world.
I know, but that's
I think we. Yeah.
But
at the end of the day, I think we all
weird alternate universe shit in the first movie.
I mean, me personally, I wouldn't want to have the alternate universe to begin with because I fucking hate this.
I find it very funny that
it's the modern day and people
I find it very funny that they're trying to, like, for instance, Peter Parker in the main universe, right? He was Spider-Man, and he did his own thing, and he learned his own way, right? Had no mentor at all. Right. You get Miles where they're like, we gotta make him different. Okay, he needs Peter to help him out. No, I mean, that's not really.
That's what I don't like about the new game either. I really don't like that mentor thing they're trying to do. Like, let Miles be his own man. Let him figure it out on his own. That's what made Peter special. He found it out on his own.
At least with the game, we don't know if Miles is gonna be Spider-Man, and also. Like, clearly the game, like they said, the game is a Peter Parker story. The movie, in the Spider-Verse, is supposed to be...
I think he's going to be Spider-Man, because why do you put Miles in there if he's not going to be Spider-Man at some point?
And what a slap to the face to the fans if he's not.
He's not. He won't be it in the first game. He might not even be it in the second game.
Compared to, like, if people like Miles...
I agree
again,
with
like,
that.
I would be fine if Miles has...
In the third game, that's fine, but this game, let it be centered around Peter. No, but the thing is, like, if this Miles, like, when we play the game, if Miles is really good and we care about this Miles, then I'll be like, okay, in the second game, if he becomes Spider-Man, fine. But if it's like a character where it's like, I don't know how I feel about you, then I'm gonna get vibes of.
This is a problem. Miles has had for years, though.
And Brian said it really well in the article that he did about Miles.
They better really know what they're doing.
Yeah, like I did a video recently discussing that. And, like, what I'm getting from it is like the way that there's blind. Peter and Miles, this connection with each other, but again, I think they're going to handle them in the game fine. Miles will get his role in the game. Peter's the main character of the game, but for this movie, they've said multiple times that Miles is the main character of Into the Spider-Verse. With these other spider people, like, again, like those little logos that I broke down in my video, I think that they, like, tease it Spider-Gwen, they tease it Spider-Man Noir, they tease it Spider-Ham. So clearly, like, if they're gonna have freaking Spider-Ham in this movie, like, of course they're gonna be showing
and I
more of a
hope they all
serious
have
side.
And if they
animation
appear in the movie,
styles. That'd be cool.
that's time of the plot. You have to take dedicated to them now to explain what they are, because people aren't gonna know who the fuck those are.
Oh, shots fired again.
Okay, can I just say something real quickly?
Yes.
I just hit 300 subscribers. Let's
Ooh,
fucking go.
congrats.
Yay!
Oh, wow.
Congratulations.
Let's go.
By the way, if you
Thank
haven't
you
already,
for
subscribe
subscribing
to Spidey's Church. Subscribe to Spidey's Church
No,
if you
don't
haven't
do
already.
that. I'm just saying, man.
Do
I
it
just
now.
hit that. So
Do it now.
If he
Peter
can bring,
Parker was my 300 subscribers.
And
Peter
then
Parker was my 300.
And then he loses one subscriber because
if he gets 305 subscribers, he will do a live stream shouting all of his subscribers. Go. Do it.
Every individual.
Every
remember,
individual
I'm not kidding.
subscriber.
I'm not kidding. I actually did that myself when I was still doing videos with my phone in 2016.
I remember that.
Yeah.
At one point, I did that. I think that was before we formed the Spidey Squad. Yeah.
That was really early.
So
If this channel can hit 1,000 subscribers before the game comes out, that would be insane.
That'd be really cool. Or by the time it comes out, we can get up to that much. But yeah, I think Into the Spider-Verse is really interesting. I really think that a Spider-Verse movie is an interesting idea. I won't say it's a good idea or a bad idea because, again, this is like, we've had tons of Spider-Man cartoons. We have tons of Spider-Man games. This is like the first really big Spider-Man animated movie. These Batman anime movies, they do all the we've ever really seen, because DC makes tons, like they do all these Superman anime movies, they have some Wonder Woman anime movies.
Well, nowadays it's just been nothing but Batman movies, but
nothing but Batman.
Yeah, thank you, Batman, for ruining Dark Injustice.
Yeah, but I think that the choice to make a Spider-Verse movie, the very first big budget animated Spider-Man movie, and I thought it was DC does with their movies, like this, like an animated cartoon movie, not like this. This is something really interesting. How it looks visually, it looks awesome. Again, but what everyone's movie about Miles, so hopefully the story is good. Problem is the story and managing these characters and making it a movie. But I'm really, really happy with the visual style that it's taking. I think visually
it's a very interesting concept. I just think they did it like 1 or 2 movies way too early. They should have built up to this instead of just being like.
Well, we never know. We'll see how the movie goes. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, this movie could be great. So we never know.
Because there's so many.
Can I come in for a second?
Yeah. Here you go.
I just have a quick question to the fans. They can leave their answers in the chat. But I generally want to know who actually likes the Spider-Verse story. And like if you don't,
the comic book storyline.
Yeah, and if you don't, tell me if you agree with me that this is very much the modern day Clone Saga storyline. I want to know what you guys have to think, because that's personally what I think about the Clone Saga storyline.
I actually don't mind most of the Clone Saga because of Ben Reilly.
I don't really. Yeah, again, I haven't been able to read a lot, so I may not know about the Clone Saga storyline.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably better to keep it that way.
Yeah.
Or I just don't know a lot about my comics.
It's probably better to just stay in ignorance.
Yeah. So I think does anyone else need to add anything to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
Hopefully we have another trailer soon. Probably not, but
wait for Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah. We're not getting one for a while.
Yeah. No. The next thing we'll probably get is Venom.
Wait, hold on.
If anything, like a trailer-wise.
Yeah, but
and nice segue. That's what we're talking about next.
Someone just give me that Miles Morales suit. That's all I want.
I think San Diego Comic-Con will.
Yeah, there's a good bus.
But I just find like what Sully was saying is like this movie's like all the stuff that we just got in that first trailer. Like, Miles Morales has like some really interesting suit because it's like a spray painted version of the the standard Spider-Man suit, and then also. Peter Parker in the Ultimate Comics, he died at 15 years old. Miles saw him die at like 13 years old, but then this, he's 27 years old when he died, and Miles was there mourning him, so maybe they didn't meet each other. I don't know. So there's cool things in this first universe that we don't know about. So hopefully they can, maybe not gloss over it, but really just slightly show some parts about this universe while also equalizing the amount of stuff that they show with Spider-Ham, Spider-Gwen, Spider-Man 2099, Spider-Man Noir, all these other possibilities that they do. So I just hope that they really take the time to really, portray each of these individual Spideys in a proper way. But I'm really excited, and that also goes next with what I'm excited for is Venom. And again, to take from what Insomniac does is this is the Spidey Squad first ever live stream. We did a big update at the beginning of the video discussing what our plans are for the Spidey Squad YouTube channel. We also discussed about your questions about what you have for us about our channel. We talked about some Spider-Man PS4 stuff. We also talked about Avengers Infinity War. We just finished talking about Into the Spider-Verse. And now we're moving on to our last topic of this stream is Venom. It is the Venom movie starring Tom Hardy coming out in October of 2018.
Didn't they cast someone
Not a lot
else?
of you guys are excited for it. Not a lot of them are excited for it.
I don't think anyone is besides
God,
you.
all of these noises, man. Dear Lord.
I'm like the main guy
What is
who's
with the
actually
freestyle?
really excited for this movie. Not in obviously not in the same level of excitement as Spider-Man PS4, of course.
Don't
but
believe
I
him,
just
fans. This is his biggest thing of next year.
He's so excited for this, guys. He's so more than Spider-Man PS4. Let's be honest here.
Spider-Man PS4 means nothing to me. Only Venom. No. Well, mainly because I'm a little bit biased because Venom's my Spider-Man villain, and I thought Topher Grace did an okay job in Spider-Man 3. Design in Spider-Man 3 is the best Carnage design ever. It was not
I found
Venom,
a better
though.
photo, boys.
But I think that's pretty good. But I think what if you guys have seen all the behind the scenes stuff with Tom Hardy posting pictures. I don't know what that is.
What is that?
I think that's Michael.
That's my dumbass dog. That's what that is.
Yeah. But seeing stuff I think that what they're doing so far, from what we've seen with the behind the scenes, really enveloped in this role. All the things that you've seen a behind the scenes video of the trainers training him for the fitness training and stuff. They said Tom is really into this. He really wants to really portray this character. He wants to do him justice. He's a big fan of Venom. So hopefully he can provide the fans with the Venom that they know and love. And
I think
there's rumors going on that there's basing it off of Lethal Protector or something.
And that's a nice.
Yeah,
that's not a good way to go because that Spider-Man needs to be in that story.
And not only is it a
'90s
90s comic, it's a very 90s comic.
Yeah,
Jesus
me,
Christ.
I have no idea what Lethal Protector is. Again, I'm not really all caught up on my comics.
It's basically like Venom being the Punisher.
Okay,
basically.
well that's weird because I don't know.
And then he saves a group of homeless people and ends up in 1942 or something. I don't know. He time travels at one point.
Yeah, it's all weird. But Spider-Man is the big reason for him, for his arc, for him to change, instead of being a so-called a villain. And since Spider-Man's not going to be part of this, how are they doing that? If anything, this movie should have been an Agent Venom, I think, because I feel like that's the only way they could have done it.
Yeah, well, I'm glad we're not getting Agent Venom.
No, but that's probably the better way to do a Venom movie, is an Agent Venom. Instead of...
Venom. Yeah, what's your favorite Venom incarnation, chat? Agent Venom, Anti-Venom, Eddie
the
Brock?
90s Spider-Man cartoon. Yeah.
I love that
and
one.
that's what
He
I
makes no sense,
I
and that's why I
know,
love him.
if you guys have seen Vigilante Spiders Q&A, which you should definitely watch it because it's a great chat discussion. He was asked a question what was your favorite Venom? It was the Ultimate Venom or Amazing Venom. I think you said Amazing Venom, the 616 Venom. Me, again, I personally think this Venom movie should be the Ultimate Spider-Man game.
So he's Eddie Brock's hitting on teenage girls?
No, which is gross, but I mean
Or he eats that little kid at the beginning of Ultimate.
Oh, yeah.
The connection that, again, there's the two versions of Venom, so just to quickly break them down, the 616 Eddie Brock, he's this journalist at the Daily Globe. Peter Parker and him are kind of rivals. They tried to do in Spider-Man 3, and it didn't really work out that well.
Put a major hole in your theory. There's one reason why I don't think they'll do Ultimate. They've already referred to him as we. They're not referring to him as I like Ultimate did. Because Ultimate, they weren't two entities.
Yeah, because
with Ultimate, the symbiote just wanted to take over, and it never really spoke. But whenever it did, it said "I," not "we."
Yeah, well, in a way, they are two entities. But yeah, it's they, you just said, they have two different personalities. In the Ultimate game where Venom consumes Carnage, and then out pops Peter, and then Venom gets the white symbol on his chest. I thought that's so awesome. That's how he gets the symbol. He's you hear the symbiote speak I'm in control, and then Eddie's like, which way do you figure? And then he's like, Trask's offices.
Oh, you wanted to take from the game when they spoke.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Where
Bendis
totally forgets about continuity.
Yeah, whereas like it's again like comics, guys. I'm not enveloped in the comics.
Yeah,
so
I thought you were referring to the comics. I was like,
no, I know that there's this weird thing where Gwen is Carnage, and then they fight somewhere together, and then Venom comes back, and then also it's another Venom where Miles Morales is Spider-Man that kills Miles' mom, but it's not Eddie, it's just some random guy. I don't know.
Yeah, it's Dr. Conrad Marcus. He's just nobody.
If we just want to say who's the best Venom, it's clearly Spider-Man the animated series. Let's just go with that.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got the blue,
for me,
the red.
Villain is the best person as Venom is Eddie Brock for me. I don't know how people say Flash Thompson's better Venom than Eddie Brock.
I thought Flash was a lot more interesting than Brock was.
The only reason why I say Venom movie is because that one you could easily make a movie about a war hero losing his legs, and he would do anything to fight for his fellow soldiers, and use the symbiote.
Like as a good guy, but like as a main villain for Spider-Man.
You could literally make it so like it turns on, like he's like addicted to the symbiote, and then the more he uses it, he can turn on his allies. Like that could be a movie, but no, they went with the classic Venom, which is making it a lot harder for them.
And like exactly like what Vigilante's saying. Like it's a Venom movie, but then it's based on People Protector. But then Eddie Brock is gonna have a wife in this, and then also we might have Carnage as well, and it's rated R. So I don't know.
Did you guys watch that set photo thing where he's slamming a door? Did you guys watch that?
No.
Yeah, you mind if I chime in for a second?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, to start off with that, that kind of leans into like how I feel about this movie.
Keep it PG. Keep it PG.
I'm cautiously optimistic. Like I'm interested. I'm definitely interested, but I'm cautiously optimistic. For one, because they said this is going to be sort of like a horror movie or a very gory action movie at least. But they also said there's going to be some elements of comedy, and I'm like, ugh. And that's kind of evident because the director did Zombieland, and then seeing the scene where he the symbiote's fighting for control of his body, where he's slamming that door. I'm like, it's funny, but I don't know if I want that in a movie. You see,
I'm worried that
the only thing that I've seen is
Venom's gonna talk to him. Oh, sorry. I was just saying that I have a funny feeling that this version of the symbiote is when it's on his body. Right, I think the symbiote's actually going to talk to him, like literally have sentences in his head, like saying,
Spectacular Spider-Man,
and whatever. And then Eddie's like, "Shut up!" while slamming the door or something. I feel like I think that's the.
And they'll probably show some people looking at him like, "What the fuck are you doing?" That'll be the comedy.
Yeah, no, like, and I'm worried that it's like,
which actually would make sense with '90s Venom, because '90s Venom did have a lot of like really cheesy dad humor and whatnot.
Now, if they're going with Carnage,
he does. If you ever read like any '90s Venom, he has very cheesy dad humor in it.
Yeah, and I hope Carnage is the main villain, isn't he? Isn't that confirmed?
I hope so. That'd be amazing.
I don't like that.
Rumored, and I know the original version of the script had Carnage in it back when it was still just Sony.
I feel like that's.
Isn't there a guy
supposed
to be playing him, right?
That's okay.
It was heavily rumored, but we're still not entirely sure.
Like, okay, like if this is a trilogy, then no, thank you. But if this is just a one-shot movie, then fine, do it.
Like Into the Spider-Verse. Like I think Into the Spider-Verse is gonna be a shot.
I don't think that will be a one-shot. I think they'll do more of those.
Yeah, I think more of those.
Even just from the title to Into the Spider-Verse, not just the Spider-Verse. It says Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
Spider-Verse.
never mind. Yeah.
Yeah, Venom. I feel like that won't get a sequel.
Maybe.
Or I have a feeling. they're probably not planning a sequel.
But what's weird is like, what if it does?
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that. Like, what's the weird thing is, what if it does well? Like, what happens? Like, it's a Sony movie. It's not tied into the MCU.
Then be worried.
So what happens?
Then be worried for the Venom cinematic universe if it does well.
No. And also, but you got to be careful of Sony, because they might be like, oh look, we got the cartoon that worked. The Venom movie, so we can take Spider-Man back. We can get rid of the rights with Marvel.
If I can add to this, honestly, I'm not looking forward to this movie just because Sony doesn't have good horror movies. and the lineup
Actually,
of
what
horror
horror
movies
movies
that
have
they
they
have
done?
coming up. Well, I mean, I know they've done a few, but they haven't been good. And then they got some coming up.
I really don't know about it.
Cough, cough, Slenderman, cough, cough.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
interested in that. I don't know if it's gonna be
Yeah,
good,
no,
but I'm
that's
interested.
Sony, yeah.
It looks
Oh,
like a
wait a
freaking
minute.
YouTube movie.
Wait,
It looks
no,
like a YouTube movie.
Wait,
YouTube
actually,
movie.
okay,
Jake
That's
Paul.
one
I,
YouTube
I still
movie
can't
that's
believe a
fun.
creepypasta is getting a freaking movie.
Okay,
Oh yeah, Slenderman's huge.
Michael,
What's
they
up?
actually, Sony actually did the movie Don't Breathe. That's a good movie.
Was
Oh
it? I
yeah,
haven't-
that
I
was
haven't seen
good.
Don't Breathe.
Don't Breathe
haven't
was
Also,
seen
good.
it.
Yeah.
if you guys want to be really specific, you
Not
can
seen
also
that.
say Monster House. That was an
Yes.
animated Sony movie.
Freaking
Oh my
love
God,
Monster
Monster
House.
Yeah, it scared me as a kid, but like now it's just kind of like, eh.
Dude,
Did
if
the- was-
if
wait,
that
was the
animation
thing-
from Monster House was the same as
No.
in the
Is it-
Spider-Verse, that'd be amazing.
Wait, was... No, it wasn't. No. I was about to say, was The Thing a Sony property? I don't think it was.
Nope.
No.
Don't know.
No. No, but also, like, there's Don't Breathe. That was a Sony horror movie. What, if you guys are into that. I don't know if Sony did... Okay. So they didn't. They haven't did Insidious or not? I'm pretty sure they didn't. I thought it
Nope,
was that
that's not
Blumhouse.
them either.
No,
Not
that's
like
Lionsgate.
So is that like too many that I can look for it? Or did they do Evil Dead?
Don't know.
Nope. No, they didn't.
Honestly, I don't know.
Nope.
Hold up. Evil Dead. I'm looking this up.
Well, anyway, back to Venom.
Frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're just basically going off of like all the you know, the cool horror movies that Sony have been putting out in the past years, and also just with this. You know, I really hope that, again, the reason why I'm excited because regardless it's Evil
wasn't.
Protector or weird, you know, odd special effects, whatever. Tom Hardy loves this character. He really wants to try and do the justice of Venom, not like Spider-Man 3, and also we're getting big, bulky, you know, actual Venom, not Spider-Man 3 Venom.
I think all the fans agree. It's Tom Hardy's fine. But
Yeah.
again, just because but Tom Hardy has been in not so great movies, so it doesn't automatically mean the movie's good.
I know, but like the performance again, that's what
Yeah.
performance of Tom Hardy being my favorite Spider-Man is just what I'm excited for.
Like I think his performance will be fine, but it's the things that he might be saying come off stupid. Like some people love his Bane done alright, but they still think the movie's dumb.
Oh man.
Like
I think his Bane was terrible, honestly.
And that's your opinion, which is
Yeah,
fine.
either people really hate Dark Knight Rises for some reason or really like it. I love
thought
Dark
it was
Knight.
No, the
pretty
movie itself
I'm in the
wasn't
hate
bad.
camp.
I just hated his
I'm
Bane.
with you. High five,
I
buddy.
don't mind the movie. His Bane was just
I just raised my
garbage.
hand and there's nobody there.
So yeah, is that all we need to say about? Because
Yeah, this
Yeah,
live
is
stream
there
is
any
coming
fun
up
thoughts?
to an hour and 30 minutes right now.
wow.
Oh boy, wow. Well, thank you all for joining this live stream.
Sticking with this long.
Actually, I think one more question for everyone in the chat. Would you guys actually like to see more live streams on the Spider Squad
Yeah.
server?
Yeah.
There'll be a lot more
On
presentable
the
next
YouTube
time,
channel.
by the way.
Guys, I
Yes.
actually have to go. So
We'll probably have more of a structure next time,
Well,
too.
good timing, then.
hopefully.
Yeah.
Just kind of out
Well,
of
yeah,
the blue.
well, thank you guys for joining us. This is our first ever big live stream of 2018, and just ever. And we covered all these topics, and we'll try and do more discussions about them in like separate individual videos. But this is just giving our brief, you know, initial thoughts on all of them because you guys have been.
Brief.
We thought it'd be like what I know, but what Austin is Spidey calling it a news dump. This pretty much was a big news dump of all these you know, Marvel
saves me
and
editing time.
Spider-Man related stuff.
Also,
you're
by
the
the way,
Spider,
guys,
and we're just excited.
be sure to subscribe to every Spider Squad member here. So be sure to subscribe to Spider Fed for the win, Evan for luck if you haven't, Spider Skater Boy, Spider Stretch,
And the growling dog. Yeah.
My dog.
and
Dog's
also
like,
and
yeah,
if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the Spider Squad channel because there will be a lot of awesome things in the future. Like
Also,
a lot
very
of
awesome
cool
things.
stuff.
Man.
Definitely
also,
stay tuned.
I'm looking in the chat right now, and everyone's saying yes to streams and
Podcast.
Mitch, and then also Mitch OB. He's saying podcast, which we actually do plan to do. So yeah,
I
look
may
out
or
for
may not
those.
have put a winky face in there in chat.
Yeah. Now, also, guys, there will be a poll on Twitter later tonight from the Spider Squad asking what type of videos you guys will want to see. So be sure to look out for that tweet if you guys do have Twitter. So yeah, and be sure to follow all of us on Twitter if you haven't.
Yep, and check in the beginning of the stream if you just came a bit later. Just go back to the beginning of the stream once we upload it to see what our updates and plans are for the channel. And yeah, we're just really excited for Spider-Man. We love Spider-Man, and 2018 is going to be an awesome year.
Yeah, we can't wait.
Thank you all so much for watching, and yeah, just stay tuned, and it's going to be a good time.
Yep.
All right. So,
oh my God, Michael.
See you later, guys.
Bye. See you, boys.
Bye.